It was absolutely cool to see two commissioners in the office when I came in this morning. Both of them working at their desk, and that was really neat to see. That was and I wished them well, and I shared with both of them, and because they would say, well, you know, because they were both invited to do the show, and they. One of them said, you know, this is sort of overwhelming, there's a lot to do, and I said, well, when you figure out how it works, let me know. So yeah,
I gather the swearing in was quite emotional, huh?
Yeah, it was really neat, because I think, we had three different people. Commissioner Duffy was sworn in again, and it was emotional for her, and it certainly was for the other two guys, because Ken Doherty had tried and run for office in the past a couple times, and Ken had a lot of involvement with the community. I think, I think he's going to be a great commissioner. He has some background in Charlotte County. I may have had a broad base of experience and background when I came in, but boy, he knows Charlotte County, and I think that, and then Bill Truex, with his background, in
so it's nice to see a couple of commissioners with a background in engineering and construction, so you can kind of keep staff on the up and level.
I have my general contractor's license, but I didn't do it, to the extent that Bill Truex does. And I think, we've talked about this before. I am really excited about this commission. I expect that we're going to put Charlotte County and the people of Charlotte County first. We're not going to always agree, but I think we're going to be well-mannered. I think we're going to be polite. And we'll work towards dealing with the issues, and I'm very confident that it's going to work out well for Charlotte County. And we have, we've got some tough things coming ahead of us. We've got a lot of rough bumps in the road. And
before you get to those bumps, I do want to make a comment on this change in commissioners. I too think we have two good new commissioners coming in, but I have to tell you, emotionally, I think we're going to miss Bob Starr.
Oh, absolutely.
That was one of the hardest choices I had to make, who to vote for, because I thought they were both good candidates.
Well,
and I want to comment that the Curmudgeons have an opening, and we sure would welcome Bob Starr.
Bob hasn't joined yet? Well, I certainly hope he does.
I told him not to apply.
Last time he was at one of our meetings as a guest, he mentioned that once he leaves the commission, he would like to become a Curmudgeon.
Well, he's going to be our guest. He's going to be our guest a week from Friday. He's scheduled to be our guest. Bob did sort of take me in the corner and was trying to teach me how to say no. He said it's an N and it's an O. But I respect Bob, and I'm going to miss him, because we had some great political discussions. And what was unique about Bob in retrospect, many people that run for office make promises. Most make promises. Not what Bob did, what Bob Starr did, which sort of sets him aside. He made a whole bunch of promises, and then he really knocked himself out to make everyone happen. And and I give him a lot of credit for that. And he was always straightforward, and he was a good commissioner.
Bob's not going away.
I don't believe. No, he's not at all. No, I'm sure he's not. He's got some things he's working on.
Do not ever count Bob out.
No. You talk about Bob Starr. Robert Skidmore left under difficult circumstances, you might say. But you got to give it to him. For a young fellow, he was pretty knowledgeable. He worked hard for the community, and it's just too bad that other issues got involved in his tenure.
Well, you were there. I said that the last commission. Well, I don't know if you stayed that late, till 5, but that's true.
I get tired of listening to your rhetoric.
206-1580, toll free, 888-441-1580. You got a question, call it in. We'll be right back on News Radio 1580 WCCF.